C-Cube team presents The Killer Wears Prada. Find out the fashion killer. Let's see how to play this fascinating game. The demo starts with Andrea, already enrolled and with a QR, waiting in front of the Kinect. Once the Kinect recognizes her, the starting screen appears. She reads the rules, notice the scroll movement she uses. When she understands the rules, she presses the start button. Now appears the entrance, a room with 3 doors glowing in green. Andrea presses the inventory button. The inventory screen's open, and she notices that it's empty. She left the inventory window and presses on the leftmost door. A living room appears, with trousers spread all over the room. She moves the cursor to see what she can do. She notices that each time the cursor passes over a cloth, it zooms and becomes bigger. Andrea selects the trousers on the floor by pressing on them. A pop-up is shown. It contains data on the real item in the shop which correspond to the sketch. It depicted photo, price and description of the item. Moreover, a clue is written in a cartoon bubble. The clue states a characteristic of the item dressed by the killer. Andrea closes the clue and then presses the inventory. Now the inventory contains the first clue. She left the inventory and looks all the items corresponding to the first clue. This item gave a different clue. Once she selected all the items, she enters the inventory again and reads the clue. She returns to her room and found 2 items corresponding to the clues. She presses both of them in order to see their photos. Now she knows what to look for. She presses Go to Entrance and then leaves the workstation and goes looking for the real clothes in the shop. Now a new player, Anacleto, arrives. He is recognized. Now the starting screen appears. He reads the rules and then presses the start button. The entrance appears and Anacleto presses the central door. A kitchen appears, with caps and hats placed all over the room. Anacleto selected each item once. Then he enters the inventory and reads all the clues he had got. He remembers that in the room there are 2 items that correspond to the clues. He leaves the workstation and goes looking for the real clothes. Andrea returns after a while with 3 clothes, because 2 of them are very similar. Once she is recognized, the last room where she was appears. She shows to the Kinect both the QR and the barcode of the 4 clothes. A pop-up tells her that a new item is added to the inventory. She leaves the clothes on the table and presses the inventory button. Notice now that the leftmost door glows in yellow. The inventory now contains the new added item. She left the inventory and enters the leftmost room. Andrea showed the barcode of another cloth, but this time the pop-up says the item was wrong. She drops it on the table and let the Kinect recognize the last cloth she brought. Once this is recognized, there's an animation of the sketch of the cloth. A new pop-up appears, telling the last resolutive clue. She opens the inventory again and reads all the 3 clues. Now she noticed that an item corresponds to all the clues, so she selects it and adds it to the identikit, pressing on the dress button. To clean the screen, she selects the other item and trashes it, pressing on the Add to Trash button. Then she closes the inventory and returns to the entrance. Notice now that the leftmost door glows in white. She selected the central door. A kitchen is shown, with caps and hat laid all over the room. Notice that these items are different from Anacleto's one. Andrea selects the cap near the flame. Then she selected all the other items in the room and gathered 2 clues. Once she gets all the clues, she noticed that 2 items correspond to the clues, so she presses them in order to see their pictures. Now she knows what to look for. She directly leaves the workstation and goes looking for the real clues. After some time and other pre-runs, Andrea returns with 4 more items, because during the search she found a nice t-shirt and wants to buy it. After being recognized, she shows the Kinect one of the caps she brought. Then, fully absorbed by the game, also puts the t-shirt in front of the Kinect. The Kinect strangely recognizes the t-shirt and accepts it since it is in another room. Now she puts another cap, and another. The final clue appears. Andrea enters the inventory and navigates throughout clothes and items. She chooses the item that fits all the clothes and dresses it. Then she leaves the inventory and the room, returning to the entrance. Now 2 doors are glowing in white. She enters the last room. A bedroom with t-shirt all over is depicted. Andrea presses the one on the bed and reads the clue. Inspecting the room, she thinks to have already spotted out the correct cloth, so she leaves directly without looking at any other clothes. After a while, she returns with a dark purple t-shirt. After logging, she let the Kinect scan the barcode and the item is added. She enters the inventory, selects that t-shirt and dresses it. After a check of the outfit, she presses the Submit button. The game ends with a discount, proportional to the correctness of the solution. She only gets 10 out of 15% because in the last room she was lazy and brought the wrong t-shirt.